and if it will be towards disconnected, we can rejoin the session. Okay, so for the previous session, we have seen with the stream function, different stream functions or errors which may occur during the performing the file handling, during specifically to while reading, while writing the content to the file. Okay, these are the some stream related errors that may occur, and for these we are supposed to set with some different flags, and these flags will appropriately call for some functions. Okay, so these are the iOS based member functions which are included as a part of iOS class. So these are all included as one of the library file which we are going to, or the header file that we are going to introduce during the program. Within that, it has been already given the meaning of it. Okay, so that's why, as I told, for the program which will be having with the two different mechanism, either you can directly include with the header file fstream and iostream. It will be working with properly for this, or specifically for different member functions, we are going to get the access. Instead of that, using namespace, and with the help of it, you can perform this task. Okay, so and once that I want to share with you, I'll be showing with the program for both, not only for the file handling, but the related with the operator overloading, how we can able to do that both on the terminal and both on the uh, your whatever the compilers, online compilers that we are having. Okay, so why specifically I'm dealing with this, because to perform the programs for file handling, online compilers will not work, because the files which you are going to have that will be created, that will be opened, or whatever the operations that you are going to perform, it will be on the local directory or the system on which you are supposed to save that files. Okay, so that only it will be possible for you to perform these file handling programs. So for that, preferably, as I told, we are going to have the open source system. So on the which we are going to have with the GCC compiler with which we can run. But right now, many of you might be not having with that Linux-based operating system. So Turbo C, DOSBox, it will be having alternative for it with which you can perform these file handling programs through Turbo C also. Okay. But I'm repeating, we are in the exam, you will be having with the programs which will be run on the open source Linux based operating system. So there will be no any uh, softwares you are supposed to use, which will be as a part of based on the Windows platform. Okay. So we'll be having, or we have seen with these methods, good, which will be returning with the value as a true and false, good, EOF, fails, bad, operator, and void, and RD state. Okay, so these are the functions which you can use for performing the, or to identify the different errors or different kind of messages to be generated, and these flags it will be set or reset when you are going to perform the operations. Okay, now, so for the related with this, before giving the input, so generally for the stream you'll be having this message need to be identified, that before performing the operation, what changes you'll be having in these flags, or what values you are having initialized values for this, and after giving either it will be a good input or bad input, what changes you are able to see. So these, it will be a kind of what we can say it as uh, functions which can give you an idea that what is the status before performing the operation and after performing the operation. So both it will be need to be recorded when you are going to execute the program. So it is not mandatory, or as I told that it is not fixed that you need to use with this only, but generally we'll be having these functions which can be have with the common usage for it, that is a good, bad input, then fails, and then end of the file, and hard state. Okay, so it will be for stream state in which it will be performing the program. Okay, so it will be having with a few lines after bad input. If it is considered as a bad input, we have to display the status. So when you are supposed to get with this display with the function, so that you are able to identify which function is returning which value. So it will be having the function call also, and statements which will be displaying the actual values. Okay, so we have seen with this program already, for those who have attended the previous session, so I'm not going for the output for this what we are having. So those who are having, those who are not present for the previous session, you can just take this program and just try it on the online compiler. For this online compiler, it will work. There is no need to perform with the turbo C. Okay. Now, we have seen with this also error handling functions. It can be used as in the form of function. So what values it will return? So when you are going to call for this function, these are the default functions which will be called to check with the status. So it will be returns the non-zero value if it will be end of the file which has been uh, identified, or otherwise it will be identified with a zero value if file is not ended yet. Okay, so these are the internal values which will be returned, and depending on these we can say that output will be displayed. Okay, if it has been not ended with the file, or if it will be having with the wrong input. Okay, we'll start with the new point. So it will be a small point where you are supposed to get with the command line argument. So you might be familiar with the command line argument already. You have seen with this command line means what? It will be at a runtime. So at a runtime, you are supposed to give the input to the program. Okay, in that input, it will be whatever it might be in the form of file, it might be in the form of arguments, variables. Okay, generally, it will be arguments that you are going to pass, and depending on that inputs which will be provided, it will perform the task for it. Now, in generally, the programs you might be studied, or if you are not studied also, it will be having with the few arguments. Arguments means what? It will be a variables only, which will be passed through a either it will be the help of cout scene statement or some functions also. So specifically now here we are going to see for the main how you can pass for these, or for main function. Okay, for main function, what values it will take and how it will be performing the operation. So it will be having with the generally two arguments need to be passed for it. So first it will be a ARGC and ARGB. Now what is ARGC and ARGB will hold? ARGC is an integer type of variable. So these are the predefined variables. Just you need to have with the two arguments which need to be passed for it. So which will be having integer type, which holds the total number of arguments which will be passed into a main function. That count it will be decided at the runtime how many uh, inputs that you are going to give. It will be just giving you number of these arguments with program name. Okay, so it will be having with the program name which will be passed if I'm going to have with the file ending. Okay. Then ARGB, it is an array. It is a character type of array variable which holds the actual argument, what values you are going to pass in the main function. Okay, so it will be a two parameters. So one is holding with the number of variables or parameters which will be passed, and ARGB it will be a argument for which actual values that you are going to give, and these values it will be passed for performing the operation. Okay, so either it is in the form of variable or in the form of bytes. Okay, so how it will be performed, we'll see with this example. So it will be having with the sorry, it will be having with the hash include header files which is related with the IO stream. Now, generally command line arguments, how we are going to identify, as we are going to do this on command prompt or console. Specifically, we can say it as on the console window, we are going to provide the input. So for that purpose, we have to include with the conio.h, okay, or conio here if you are using it with the, so integer main with the two arguments argc and argb, integer count that you are going to get, which is with the input which will be given total number of uh, arguments that you are going to pass. So it will be having one change, that is a total number of uh, arguments that you are going to give it as input for this. And that count, it will be displayed, it will be saved as in the form of argv. Okay, so it should be run on this terminal. Okay, so that it will be better. Okay, so if you are trying to run this program on the online compiler, what errors it will be having, so I will show with that also, so that you can able to identify or try to read with these errors also. Okay, let's see the both things. This program, try to share the screen first. Right. Um, simple, something required with using namespace for this. Okay, so it will be related with the console. Sorry, it will be not required with this. Okay, it will be expecting with the default arguments which will be passed for it. Okay, and it will be showing with the arguments as in the form of dot slash a dot out. Okay, so what is expected with this, as we are going to have with the or here we are not going to have with any command line parameters for it. Okay, so it is expected that you can perform this on the terminal, which will be having with the console. And for this console related operation, we need to have it some but we can say it as functions which are included as in the form of get.ch. Okay, so it will be showing with the arguments which will be passed, default arguments, values which will be passed for it. This will make some change in this. Okay, try to get with few default arguments and see what changes it will be having. We'll be expecting with the zero values for it. So default value, if you are not running it with the online compiler, it is expected that it will be not having any console related operation, so it should be done with the help of console that you can perform for it. Okay, so generally if you are not giving it as default argument, it is considered as a one argument for it because it is a non-zero value. Okay, so if you consider it as a default value, it will be considering it as a one argument for this default value. You are not passing any values for. No. You can see this loop with the help of terminal also. Okay. wait for a moment. We'll start with the toss box so that you can able to. So to run with this Turbo C, already we have uh, gone through these steps. So we'll directly start with this terminal. Okay. Now in this, let me check whether we are having this file or not. So what is expected when you are supposed to run with this? Either you can directly type it on, or as I told, you'll be having, or you're supposed to create that on the notepad file, and you can do that, or you can copy that file in the bin directory. Because as you can see it here, so I'll be having my DOS box, DOS folder, which will be exist in this subdirectory software DOS folder tc bin. So there you need to copy that file so that it can open from it. Okay. So we'll take it that separately file. So we'll take it that file. We'll see what changes it will be having, what output it will be having. So that's why I need to show that what changes or what output it will be having with it. Console related and online compiler what it will be having. Okay, so when we are supposed to perform with this, just make sure that if we are doing it on the Turbo C, because most of the times when you are going to deal with this file handling or any performing with the program to copy it in the bin directory, you need to have with the access permission. So if you are doing that on the C drive, definitely you will be facing some issues with access permissions. Okay. So copy this file DOS box so that you can able to directly get with these things. Okay. So we'll run this same program that we have seen right now with the help of online compiler, how it will be having. Okay. So we need to make some changes here. We need to have the .h extension for header file, and we need to have the getch function. So what take this return statement. check with the output for which we need to. So old output. Okay, so it will be having, if you can observe that, it will be having the default showing with this dot slash a dot out. It will be showing some output arg.exe. It will be showing with that output file, exactly which output file for which you are supposed to give it the arguments, okay, or for the main what we are going to get with this. Okay, so it will be having with the 2 times. Why it is showing with it? Because I have not cleared the window, so that's why it was showing with the repeated value for it. Okay, so we make with the same changes for it. And we'll use the clear screen so that you can able to get with this. Right, so it will be having with the argument 0, argument 1 and argument 2. So it is, as it will be run it on the terminal, it will be taking the separate arguments as in the form of array. Okay, so array, it will be identifying with this that what input will be having, that is argv1, that is it will be as in the form of array which will be running from 0, 1 and 2. Right, so you can identify the difference between these two. Right, so when you are expecting it as an input, which will be given it to a console window, need to be run on the command line, command prompt. Now this it will be not issue when you are going to deal with the GCC compiler. It will be showing with the output properly. There is no need to go. So why I have shown with this intentionally, because when you are doing it with the help of let's say online compiler, so those who are going to try, don't go with the online compiler for few programs. For few programs, as I told, you can need to use with the actual terminal for which you are able to get with the output, right? So that it will be a most important part that you need to see when you are going to perform these programs with the help of terminal and with the help of online compiler. It will be no doubt for uh, file handling. Definitely we are supposed to do that with the help of GCC compiler or Turbo C. Okay. Hope you have got with the difference between these. So show with the screen with that program. Right, this is we have seen with this what output it will having a change in it, and for the terminal. Right. So we see with this now. We'll keep these things and we'll switch over to presentation part, which is remaining. Hmm. This it will be a mostly last part of this related with the file handling, and one of the part which it will be common, we have seen already few points related with this, that is a overloading, and specifically now related with this insertion and extraction operator. So we have seen with the operator overloading. So in that we have seen with the, or if you are remembering, we have discussed with the operator overloading for a complex number. We'll see with that program also, and the program which is related. Now this it will be a part of your assignment, practical assignment also. So that's why we are going to take with the both program from operator overloading with the complex number for plus sign, and related with this program with the insertion and extraction operator for the same complex number, right? How it will be, what difference it will be having, so that you can able to get both the programs. Okay, so I'll repeat, these programs are from your assignment. So what it is expected that after explaining with this, I'm expecting that these programs you need to perform it on the terminal, and after that we'll see with the few file handling programs which you have seen already with the help of terminal only. And so at that time I'll be asked those who are having the system, they can share if they are having with the any errors or any issues while performing. Okay. Okay. So already operator overloading we have discussed with this part. So overloading related with this here, insertion and extraction operator. It will be insertion operator. It will be used for output, and extraction already it will be for input. Okay, it will be already used as a part of cout and cin statement. Okay, so the object cout is an object of poststream class, and cin is an object of iStream class, right? So we have already seen with this output related and input related stream. If you are discussing it about related with the file handling, okay, so it will be having a correlation with the file handling also. And these operators must be overloaded as a global function if we want to get access for these functions from the private data members of this class. So we need to make these to friend function. Okay, so why it will be expected it as a operators, it will be a global function, because generally when you are going to have these operators which has been used, you need to overload, and these are included as a part of some class. Okay, you cannot get a direct access for this. We need to make these to be a friend function or to a friend of it, and then we can get the access for it, or we can overload. Okay, I can specifically later we can overload, we can give some alternative meaning, because already the meaning of this has been already defined. Just we need to perform the some alternative meaning for it. Okay, now go for it, the actual program. Okay, so first we'll try to get with the program, we'll try to understand with the program, and then we'll see with the output what we are going to have. Okay, so it will be having with the, we'll see with this program both through terminal and through online components. Okay, if it will be possible to make the changes on the terminal, those who are using the terminal, we can do that, or directly can perform it on the online compiler also. Okay, now we'll be having with the two uh, it will be variables which will be as a part of a program. There is a complex class, complex real and imaginary number. We'll initialize these values with help of constructor. Will take some alternative value for this. Then when you are going to have it the overloading, operator overloading, we need to use with the keyword operator, right? And how to make these poststream and iStream, it will be a friend for it. Okay, we need to use with the keyword friend, poststream, ampersand, operator, that is a insertion and for extraction. Okay, so when you are going to use with this, you are going to have the instance which will be created for it. One it is for in, and another is for out. When it will be used for, or these values which will be passed for it, it will be taking these values as in the form of parameters, which will be, one is for real number and another is for imaginary number. And for that we are going to see with the after overloading what output it will be having. Okay, so we'll try to write with the definition for this. When you are going to call for these functions, when you are going to have the out cout statement. Okay, so we can say it as, it will be for first real number which will be added for it with the imaginary number. Okay, and return with the value. Similarly, it will be for getting the input. When you are going to show, okay, so output we are taking it at the first sequence, doesn't matter. When you are going to call for this, okay, so we are going to call for this, it will be, it is expected that in the main what calling sequence you are going to maintain, that will be an actual statement will be shown here to output. Okay, first they are going to take the input as in the form of in, that is first real part, enter with real part for it, or real number we can say it as, with the help of first real, and next it will be for imaginary number, enter with the imaginary part of it. Okay, and it will be written with this value. So we have changed with this meaning. We cannot use these directly functions. I'll repeat. We are going to use these operators directly as a part of your program. These operators are already given the meaning. Okay? So as if you can remember that we have given specifically, I have told that these operators cannot overload. But if I'm going to make it to a friend for this and related with the stream, input and output stream, because at that time when we are seeing the operator overloading, we are not knowing about this stream concept. Okay, file handling we have not seen. Okay, so that's why here you are having a program, both it will be done with the help of stream object and with the help of regular operator overloading. Okay. And calling sequence for this in the main, you are going to have the first instance scene, then complex object is, that is the first, and out, it is for displaying the output.